Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. I hope everybody's doing well. This beautiful card was given to me in 2022 by a targeted woman. Susan, thank you so much. I hope you're doing okay. I haven't heard from you in about a year. I used to receive these beautiful cards from you on a fairly regular basis, and yeah, she put a little donation in for the kitties, but I haven't heard from you, and I hope you're doing okay. But anyway, I saw a video this morning. And by the way, it is December 2nd, 2024. It's Monday afternoon. And thank you, everybody. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Thank you all for commenting on my video last night. You know, it was a video that I took in the dark, showing you the light shining into my back window from my neighbor who I've never met. And what appeared to be, it was not a star. What appeared to be in the upper left-hand corner, a drone. Well, I just want to give you the heads up that yes, you all told me that it was a drone, but I will validate the fact that it disappeared after I posted that video. Maybe an hour later, poof, it was gone. And it's not the first time that's happened, where I've looked up, I photographed it, videotaped it, and then it just disappears. And you're so smart. You said, you know, what happens is you settle in for the night, you lock your door, you might even be in your pajamas, and then that drone will reposition itself on your property. And that's what could be pointing towards me at night. But, you know, of course, I'm not going to unlock the door, get dressed, and go looking for the drone. But that's a good point, and that's why the video I posted, the shorter video by SHP, who has her own YouTube channel, about the targeted woman who points 4 cameras to the sky and caught those drones directing energy towards her. A lot of your comments are disappearing, and I apologize. I'm not disappearing your comments. They're not even appearing for review in my YouTube studio. Sometimes that happens. So if you post a URL, a link, or a word that gets triggered, it'll be held for review for me to check it out. But that's not even happening. The comments are just poofing, disappearing, and I apologize. So anyway, this morning, one of the first videos I watched, and I love his channel, I love watching his channel, but it really caught my attention. It was Look Out for Charlie. I've been subscribed to him for years, probably, I don't know, 10 years or whatever. And it was about Robert Duncan. He says, I told you, like I knew it, I told you. Charlie had mentioned in videos ago that he didn't believe that Robert Duncan had passed. He couldn't find an obituary, and usually with the prolific amount of work that he's created, he would have a will. It would be, you know, allocated for somebody. And I agree with that. I mean, I could not find an obituary. Okay, but that doesn't really mean anything. You know, people can be very private about their business. And unless you post something with a funeral home, a lot of times you will not find it. And then over time, it'll disappear. So I will attest to the fact that I received an email July 16 from a woman named Chris, who I've known since 2017. You know, not in person, but on the phone, on those conference calls, via email. I'm on her email list. And she was always talking about Duncan's work. And she was in contact with him, so she was a friend. I mean, I would say that maybe she's an insider, right? There are a few people who would speak to him on a fairly regular basis. And from what I understand, Chris, also known as Huggy Bear on the calls, was one of those individuals. She's the one who posted it to the mailing list. And then there was another person named, his last name was DeForest. And he had said that he was fearful that Robert had received a DO attack. Okay, but we don't know. We don't know anything except that Charlie, Look Out for Charlie, said that suddenly in November, that just passed, right, in November, Duncan's Twitter feed started tweeting again. So that he probably took a break. And that's very possible. But then why would people closest to him pass around that email about that. But I'm going to tell you what else happened. Okay, so now this woman that posted all that information, I emailed her a couple of weeks ago because there was either a subscriber or a stalker or whatever commented on one of the Duncan videos that it was wrong for me to post any of those videos. I said, listen, I got it firsthand. I got it from a friend. I said, unless you could prove to me, otherwise I'll just leave it up. But he started harassing me, so I deleted him. I blocked him. But what I did was I emailed Chris. I said, listen, this guy has been harassing me, saying that what I posted is not true, and I got it directly from you, so could you please let me know who's telling the truth here? I don't want to leave these videos up here if it's not true. I never heard back from her. You know, I get too busy. I have a hard enough time. I've got like 8 email addresses, maybe even 9. I've got 3 hours of pet stuff to take care of every day. I'm targeted. I'm being harassed. I got dead animals in my mailbox that I've got to take care of. You know, it's very time-consuming things. So I haven't even had my second cup of coffee yet today, and it's what, 1:43 p.m. So I did not hear back from her. And I get busy. I did not even think twice about it. Oh, you know, I figured in a couple of days I'll hear from her. I never heard from her. Well, her birthday was in November. So I sent her a birthday wish. Never heard from her. Then I sent her out to my mailing list, you know, what happened with the mailbox and the turkey and deer and all that stuff. And I heard back from the usual people that I usually hear back from. And she's usually one of those people. I didn't hear back from her. So what I did, not with all the Duncan videos, because I like reading his work. And I have read his work in probably half a dozen videos, and those are still up, so you can still search for all the videos that I read his work on. But the tributes, I had like 2 tributes and 1 announcement. I believe there were 3 videos. I made them private, okay? I don't want them out there. If it's, you know, if he did not pass away, I don't want that information out there. I thought I was alerting the community to something that happened to this wonderful man. And just, you know, distributing the information. And unfortunately, it may not have been true. And now, for the whole month of November, and now we're in December, I have not been able to validate or invalidate through this woman, Chris, who provided me the original information. However, Charlie, thank you, Charlie. I know you watch my channel sometimes, and he actually posted one of my videos on his channel. Today is one of the ones, you know, who was talking about Duncan. And I have subsequently hid it. Because if he's not unalive, then it would be horrible. But I think Chris should come forward and at least email me and say, you know what, I made a big mistake. I'm sorry. It hasn't happened yet. So I'm apologizing because I received information from a woman who I've known since 2017, who all she does is talk about Duncan. She talks about his theories and his work, and she talks to him. And Duncan was actually on my mailing list. I have emailed him. We have had a conversation in the past about things, like little tidbits. So I apologize, Robert Duncan. I received the information from your friend Chris, and I posted it as a tribute to you because we so admire your work, and I will continue reading your work. I've been reading How to Tame a Demon, Project Soul Catcher, and all that stuff. So I just wanted to put that information out there. Thank you also to the couple of people that have donated cat food. I so appreciate it. Last night, I'm locking up the cat building, and I see something run from one building to the next. I thought, oh, it's a raccoon. And then my mind was like, wait a minute. That did not look like a raccoon. That looked like a cat. I'm thinking in my mind, my cats are inside. The ones that sleep outside are already nestled in their little kitty tubes. So I took my spotlight, not my flashlight, I took my spotlight and walked down there, and lo and behold, it was a cat. It was like a little tiger cat, a very light colored, like a tawny colored tiger cat. Looked sweet. It wouldn't come to me, but I left some food for it, and the food was gone. So, I mean, it's been very cold. I think it was 21 degrees last night, or 23 degrees. So we might have another cat. I don't know. But thank you so much for the cat food donations. If anybody wants to donate cat food, we could really use dry cat food now. The dry cat food is being eaten by the birds, the raccoons, and the cats. So, and the wet cat food now, because it's so cold, unless the cat's outside, the animal's outside, eat it really fast, it gets really hard, frozen, and then it really can't be used. So I could really use some more dry cat food. So we've got a Chewy.com wish list on Chewy.com. You could look up Freya's Cat Rescue. Those links are in every one of my descriptions. You can go to Chewy.com, look up our wish list, or buy whatever you want and just send it to us here. We are one of their charity shelters, so you can search for us in Kentucky. But thank you so much for listening to this, and I apologize, Robert Duncan, if you're searching the internet for your obituaries. You could go have a talk with your friend Chris. She's the one that distributed the information to not just me, but an entire mailing list of probably 200 people. And it was July 16, 2024. I received that information. And then there was another person, his last name is Layforest or DeForest, who also mentioned it. So anyway, thank you, Charlie. Look out for Charlie for saying that Robert Duncan is back in business and on Twitter since November. And I'm thrilled to hear that. I hope it really is him. But anyway, I will finally have my Zersetzung fashion show. I'm going to show you. I put on a brand new pair of pants. Brand new. Never worn. Never worn. I've been saving it because they're too hot for the summertime and the fall, but they're really good for the winter because they're Sherpa on the inside, so they keep my legs warm. You know, they're very fuzzy on the inside. So let me show you what they look like this morning. When I unfolded them, this is what my new pants, never worn, look like. See that? Freemasons. They love their arches. You see that? Freemasons. That was deliberate. See that? Deliberate. Brand new, never worn pants. I'm wearing them for the first time today. So anyway, I look forward to your questions and comments. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel grow, get the message out there. And Susan, I don't remember where you live, but thank you so much. I save all your cards. If you're still, I hope you're okay. Just please check in with me. You could email me. Just say, yes, I'm here. I'm okay. Just let me know that you're okay. And I will talk to everybody soon.